my name is Pauline Stanley. I'm an artist, designer, and illustrator, and welcome to another studio vlog. This one's basically going to cover February and March, and a lot's been happening actually in those 2 months. Also, I've noticed doing these studio vlogs that there are topics or things that happen in my business where I start thinking about it a lot, or I have thoughts to share on it. And so I would love to go into those topics a little bit further. So I'm thinking of doing separate topic videos on some different topics that are going on in my business. So I'm thinking of going deeper into those topics in sort of a video podcast format. So these will be topics on creativity, art, design, business, and life. So look for those. I'll touch on some of the points of what's happened, and then hopefully I'll expand on those topics in different videos coming soon. Okay, so one of the first things that happened these past 2 months is that I did a studio makeover on my inside studio. This is my outside studio, my backyard studio that we just built this year. And then I have an inside studio where I do actually most of my work. What I wanted for this backyard studio is, for one, I have these standing work tables. I found that I really like to work this way. It's just really comfortable packing and bouncing around from one area to the next in the studio when I'm packing orders or when I'm, getting things together. I really love this standing desk format that I've been using out here. So I have the shelves, I have the tabletops that I made, and I really wanted to do the same thing on the inside. I didn't want them to just be a desk. I liked the fact that these have storage underneath of them. But I also didn't want them to be too obtrusive either. So I really couldn't find anything else that I liked as much as what I did out here with these tables. So I did the same thing on the inside. And it's actually really relatively inexpensive too, which is another reason why I went that route again. The wire shelves for each piece is only $25. They're IKEA wire shelves. And then each of the tabletops were just wood pieces from Lowe's. They were glued panel wood pieces that were all different shapes they have there. And all you have to do is sand them and finish them. And so that is what I did. Also, for the inside studio, I always wanted lots of space and lots of openness in the studio. I mean, I'm a big fan of open space and not clutter. It makes me feel a lot clearer, it makes my head feel clearer, and it makes me feel more creatively inspired. But with the way that I work and the way that the office is set up, and the fact that I'm always packing orders and I'm always bent over, I really just wanted something to be the most efficient thing possible for me. And actually, I was finding that I was spreading everything out on the open space that is the floor. And I really just wanted a tabletop to be able to spread all that stuff out and work on. And so that is what I ended up doing on the inside. So now it's a little bit more tight, but it's so much easier to work in that space now. And I have plenty of tabletop space to spread out and pack my orders or spread out all of the art supplies I'm using on. And I really love that. So I'm really happy with that. Also, I needed storage space. Another thing is that I was like, oh, I just don't want to own anything. So I'm just gonna try to be as minimal as possible and not need a bunch of storage space for all the things. But, unfortunately, I run a business from my home, so I need storage space. So a big thing with the redo of the office was that I wanted shelves to be able to put things, because I was just putting things, boxes and stuff like that on the floor, which was just not working for me. So I love that now. I love that the ease of just having where am I going to put this? And I have a shelf space to put it. That's really simple, but it's really nice and I'm happy with that. So I really do want to do a full studio tour and I will do that. I still feel like I need to wait to find where everything is going to go first and wait till everything has a place, and then I will feel like I'm ready to do that. So stay tuned for an office or studio tour on the inside, and then on the outside too, I'd like to do one too. So that will come soon. Okay, also the 100-day project. I was doing that this year. It started at the end of January. First of all, the 100-day project, you generally pick something you want to do and then you do it for 100 days. A lot of times people do art related stuff. And instead of doing a daily art thing, I wanted to just have 100 days to tackle all my creative projects. So it's really was like 100 days of creative projects for me. And I had like basically a to-do list of things I wanted to work on, and I took that 100 days to really work on that list. Well, that was the idea. So I was doing really good the first 2 months of it. I have, let's see, I did 18 prints. I did a YouTube video, which I wanted to get back into. I did a Skillshare class. I did a family YouTube video, which I'll talk more about that later. And I was really in a flow, and you know, the whole creative ebb and flow thing. I was really in that flow state for the first like half, for the first like 50 days or something. And then I just sort of started to slow down with that. I started to get burnt out a little bit. And so, you know, I'm just trying to like take all that energy that I did and just like chill. Like when I have that energy, I'm ready to go. I'm happy to do what I need to do. But when it's time to, when I feel that my body is tired, when I feel that my mind is tired and I start to get stressed, I try to really listen to that and just take it for what it is. Like, okay, you need to just chill out now. So you did a lot, and then now you can just relax. So I've been more relaxed, but of course still working and doing everything, but more in terms of creativity. Just if I'm feeling it and if I'm like raring to go, like I go with that flow. But if it's not there, I don't push it. It's just like, okay, well, it's gonna come back. I need to rest for a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so I talked about how I did some of the new artwork in that 100-day project. So yeah, so I had 2 clients that were asking for new work from me. And so that coincided with the project really well, because it sort of all together gave me the kick in the butt to sort of really work on developing some new artwork. So a lot of it was stuff that was unfinished from the past, and I needed to just kind of wrap up and put the finishing touches on. And then some stuff was new stuff, of course. So that was really fun. I did a lot of that in the past couple months, and it was interesting. I had some thoughts on like working in collections and then working on one-offs. You know, it's been a while since I did more of a collection type thing. So like a big push for a lot of artwork at once. I've been sort of taking it slowly with making art lately. So I have some thoughts on designing in collections and then designing one-offs one at a time. And I would love to talk about more of that in another video. So hopefully we will be able to do that. So stay tuned. I did a mix of different styles for these pieces that I just did. Some are digitally done on the iPad with Procreate app, and then some are watercolor, and then some are a mix of the two. Yeah, it was fun to work on some new things. Okay, one of my goals for this year, or for my life, if it doesn't happen this year, I'm not that worried about it, was this children's book project idea that I have been working on. And so I did get some time to think about that a little bit, because it sort of coincided with developing some new artwork at the same time. So I did sort of work on that a little bit. I have the cover page that I worked on a little more, and then I had Basically, the book is Patterns in Nature, and the 8 different categories, I sort of have the images for the 8 different categories. And then my idea is to have the 8 different categories and then have about 3 or 4 different pieces of artwork in each category. And so I'm going to develop that a little bit more. Now the next step, of course, is, do I pitch it to publishing companies? Do I pitch it to art agents? And do I do a crowdfunding campaign like Kickstarter? Or do I just go ahead and fund it myself? So that's where I'm at right now with that. I really do think I might actually do a crowdfunding campaign for this. I'm really bad at marketing and sales and pushing for that sort of thing. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. But I think it would be fun and interesting, although stressful and anxiety provoking. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that is definitely still on the back burner, or still on the front burner, I guess. And I will continue working on that and updating you. Okay, so there's actually been some big changes in my business this past couple months in terms of business growth and scaling my business. And those are both in terms of outsourcing. So I had 2 areas of my business that I was getting really bogged down in, and that was packaging my prints and then also framing my artwork. So especially for wholesale, I sell my prints straight to customer through my website, through my Etsy shop. But then I also have a wholesale business where I sell my prints and my art to retail shops across the country, across the world even. So the wholesale part of my business has been quite busy lately, and so I've been finding myself doing a lot of packaging of prints. So I worked with the company that prints my art prints, and I worked out with them a system where they will be packaging my prints and sending them straight to my wholesale customers or the retail shops that I work with. So that was like a huge thing for me. And then also, I have been framing my artwork. I work in collaboration with West Elm. I work with their local program, their local artist program. So the framed art prints have been doing really well on their site, and it's been taking us a lot of time to frame every print. So I've worked it out with my framing company that I work with for them to just frame the prints and have them shipped straight to us. So all we have to do is package them up. So that's 2 things. They sound so small, but when you're doing them again and again and again, it's taking up all of the time in this production work. You don't really have much time for anything else, any of the creative stuff and the things that are really like making me thrive right now in my business, and the things that I don't have time to develop anything. I don't have time to be creative and to work on new things. And that's really important to me. And I think that's where my skills lie. That is why I really needed to develop these systems. And I'm so excited about it. Yeah, so, stuff like this always comes with a little bit of heartache when you're starting manufacturing, because you're so used to doing everything by yourself and you are releasing some of that control, and things don't always go perfect at first, but since the first missteps of everything, things have been going pretty smoothly so far, and I am really, really excited, and really, like, it means a lot to me, like giving little pieces of my business out to other small businesses, first of all in the United States, but then not only that, but also just it means a lot to free up that time to work on things that I really am passionate about, and also to have more time for myself and for my family, because that's very important too, obviously. Oh yeah, the other thing that I forgot to mention in my 100-day project was developing more work for my website and my portfolio. That was like a big point of the project. And of course, I did the artwork, but also the next step after doing the artwork is updating the portfolios. Also, there was a licensing company. So licensing is when, if you don't know, licensing is when another company wants to use your art for their products. So there is a company another licensing partner that contacted me, and they wanted to get a look at all my work that was available for licensing. And so I took that opportunity to also update my website, which I really have been meaning to do, and to get things in order in terms of having a nice portfolio to display for those licensing partners. So that was a big win. I did do that, and I would actually like to talk more about that in another video too. So hopefully that I will be able to do that at some point too. Skillshare class. I did a new Skillshare class that came out in March, and I am so excited about that. It is the second one I've ever done, and it's not like my first one was about designing a product line based on your illustrations and designs. And this is just a really quick and easy little art class. Like, it's more just like a fun painting class. Like, it's all about just loosening up your style, and just like a nice, simple mark making class where you can make like really fun graphic patterns and designs with really minimal effort, just like lots of exploration and playing around. So I will put a link to the Skillshare class in the description if you'd like to check that out. I think you get 2 weeks for free or something if you click the link that I use in the video. Lastly, I was trying for these couple months to have more family time and more free time. I don't know if I succeeded very well, but I did make it a priority, and it was front of mind. So I tried my best, and you know, of course, we're still in COVID. There's still COVID going on, so like we have nothing but family time, and we are still all at the house at the same time, all working and going to school at the house at the same time. So it's still important to go out and do things with the family. So we had found some times to go into nature. We did some fun things, like my son has been asking to have a YouTube channel. Not related to what I'm doing. You know, kids these days, they love YouTube. But we thought it'd be fun. Okay, he's only 6. I don't want you to have your own channel, but maybe we could do like a family channel. Maybe we could do some fun like videos or something like that if we feel like it. So we did make a video on Zelda. He's a big Zelda fan. Link to the Past is the Super Nintendo game he's a really big fan of. We got super into it last summer, and it was like something me and my son did all the time. And so he loves the bosses, he loves the Zelda story, everything about it. So we did a quick little video with him and Dad, and sister was involved too, about just explaining it. And I will put a link down there. If you have kids or anything like that, they might enjoy it. I don't know. I certainly enjoyed making it with them. And I think he's hilarious and I love him. But, you know, I'm his mom. He's my son. So it's what's expected. Well, this just happened the other day, but my daughter and we made like a little zine. It's like the cutest little thing. It's like nothing much, but she's only 4, and I've been totally watching more YouTube videos lately. I think once you start doing your own videos, then you get more interested in what everybody else is doing. And there's so many other artists and creators on here that are so amazing and creative and inspirational. So there's one, Jordan, I can't remember the last name now, but my daughter and myself and I was watching him, and my daughter started watching with me, and she made this cute little zine in the video. And she also had another video about pressed flowers, and my daughter and I watched both of them, and immediately my daughter was super inspired, went outside, got her flowers to press, wanted to make a zine. So we went like together yesterday, we went through it and like cut out some things and glued it, and just basically she directed it and I just did whatever she wanted me to do. And I really enjoyed it. So I really hope to do some more things like that. That was like super fun. And thank you, Jordan, for making stuff like that me and my 4-year-old daughter would like. I love that. And then in terms of hobbies and things like that, I've been trying to get back into music. I have not played my synth very much, only like a handful of times, but every time I do, I love it. And I remind myself I should do this more and more. And I don't, but I'm trying. And then reading, I'm still reading Paper Girls. I'm on the second one still, and I'm at the very end. I have like 3 pages left, but I love it. It's very interesting and super into it. Fashion. I don't know. Can I include this in this? Well, I like fashion, so you know, it's spring and summer, so I am getting a few pieces, and I love this website, ThreadUp. It is a secondhand shop online, and basically, I love that. I hate buying clothes retail. I feel like there's so many clothes out there that if you can like upcycle, recycle, like reuse, then do that. So I love going on there and just getting like really cute stuff and brand name stuff for like super cheap, and being able to try them on at home and then return if it doesn't work, and it's all secondhand, and I love that. So there are some pieces that I got from there. I'm really enjoying doing that right now. I'm shopping for spring wardrobe because it's coming finally, and I'm very excited. I love spring and summer. So okay, well, that's it for this studio vlog. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. I hope you found this enjoyable or interesting in some way. Keep an eye out for those video podcast topic type videos, and I will be back with another studio vlog sometime soon. Please like and subscribe to this channel. If you want to, that would be great. It really helps the channel and get the word out about my channel and everything. So that would be really helpful. And I hope you all are having a great day. Thanks for watching.